Well, that's great. So if they're hating on the sun's healing journey, then that means the sun had to heal. That's fine. That's fine. That goes along real well with them having to prepare for karma. It's simple enough. I mean, as shocking as that's going to be to hear, it's mirrored karma. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. And I mean, yeah, you're talking about human evolution. We're evolving. And they're fighting change. Okay, great. Nothing gets better without change. You keep trying to hold on to the same old thing, you get the same old results and the same old, and that's fine. But trying to unalive it, that's never going to work out. Thank you on Facebook. It's a nice clarification. Yeah, and they don't seem to like psychics around these parts. We're in the realm of anytime you bring truth to light, that's going to be the devil in someone's reality. You are the white devil of truth to these demons. Confirmation. Simple enough. Can't be an intuitive angel. No. There's something horribly wrong. Our privacy. We just don't do unity around here. No. Simple enough. You gotta keep. You're talking about individuals that are tapping into the Akashic records. Simple enough. That's what it is. There is nowhere to hide. And I mean, the fact that this energy is mirroring back onto them, that's going to be shocking to people. They have never experienced the heartbeat of Earth, the Schumann resonance rising. You're talking about things that have never happened in your lifetime. We've never seen anything like this. Well, that's because these kinds of things haven't happened in your lifetime. Simple enough. Let's do some stranger things, shall we? And you can keep in mind, that's the whole point. That's what we were talking about last night. We're using the zigzag method of the two-way mirror. It's just what it is. We have a positive intention over here that these people don't like. Okay, cool. We're not worried about those people. That's what it is. However, when they attack our positive intention, it's just what it is. A positive and a negative. Jumpstart your car. It's simple enough. If you're doing something positive and somebody's throwing negative energy at you, we transmute that shit into light. Let there be light. But you still need a confirmation of whatever they've done. So they're using voodoo. Okay, great. So you just slide to the left. Okay, here's the confirmation. Back to center. And look at this negative shit I found over here. We still have our positive intention. they throw something else at the positive intention. It hits. They're attacking the divine. They're attacking God. Any way you want to look at it, they're attacking the universal energy. What is that going to do? Go back on them. Cool, we told them that. Now they're preparing for it. Cool, so what are we going to have to prepare for? Oh, look at all this energy going back on them. It's simple enough. Can't do anything about that. That's what it is. We warned them. Why isn't this stuff working? Why is it coming back on us? Because that's how it works. It's just what it is. What you were used to being able to do to people, you can't do this shit anymore. It doesn't work. And now you've got readers talking about a glowing golden aura, the golden child. Okay, great. Thank you for the free advertising. Where is that person? I'm looking for that person. Simple enough. We're looking for that person. she said they see that aura and it goes down like smooth brandy. I thought, well, it is Pisces, Sun, Water, Leo, Rising, Fire, and Gemini, Moonshine. So I don't know how smooth moonshine goes down, but it certainly works great as bait for the devil. That's what it is. It's temptation they can't figure out. Okay, great. That's what it is. They have to figure out karma. I can't do anything about that. It's a karmic lesson. Simple enough. Simple enough. Right? And the fact that they're still at it, the fact that you still have that energy at the cards, they're obsessed with doing the fucking wrong thing. Okay, great. You let me know how that works out. A negative plus a negative equals zzz, not let there be light. It's a bug zapper. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Keep it moving. God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters of the divine white light. This would be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Because that's my question now is, where are these Pisces going through the healing journey that people are, they got the roadmap for healing. Where are these individuals? Because I'm interested in healing. I'm not interested in unhealed shit. Simple enough. I'm not interested in people that don't want to get better. Fuck all that. Who wants to deal with that? you got that energy in the cards now? Cool. It gives us something else to look forward to. Simple as. No, we're not. It's prophesized those left behind for a reason. Everybody's on their own journey. That's what it is. That's what it is. You gotta think, you don't have to have a natural disaster where everybody's running for their souls, trying to figure, they're getting ahead of us. The floods are coming and they're getting ahead of us. Well, it's called those left behind for a reason. If we sit around here and wait on you, we're all going to wash away. Ha 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 ha. This isn't the time to pack up your Samsonite bags, Mary, and get together all your makeup and shit and fill your backpack full of a bunch of trinkets. We're not getting to the top of the mountain for you to pull off your Skitcher bag and dump all your shit out like a tweaker on the floor. It doesn't work that way. This isn't that kind of a journey. This is simple enough. We're not trying to get to the top of the mountain just so you can dump your shit all over the floor. It's just what it is. This isn't that kind of a journey. I'm sorry. It is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Thank you for the confirmation. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, there's a positive to everything. Okay, great. So the neighbors are getting rid of their trees. Nothing better than the neighbors getting rid of their trees. Simple enough. I've dealt with many neighbors that always had trees to get rid of, but this time I get more sunlight on my pool. Simple enough. Simple enough. Expect me to be a little bit more of a living asshole as we go forward. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is, right? Because y'all will have to be dealing with a bunch of people losing their minds. Cool. We knew that was coming. We predicted it. Now that it is here, we want less to do with that shit. Thank you, Spirit. We want less to do with that energy than we did before. That energy has increased and we want less to do with it. We're ascending further to get farther away from that shit. Simple enough. Simple enough. Everybody is on their own journey, so some of us had to go it alone because the crowd decided to stay behind. They decided to stay for hell's after party. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It was like, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're like, we're just going to go home early tonight. Oh, you don't want to go to the after party? No. We heard Carrie's going to be there. We heard Carrie was going to be there and your gymnasium was going to go up. And it's just what it is. I'm deciding to take Carrie's job. I'm going to take Carrie's job. That way the city can save the gymnasium. Simple enough. Expect many, many more weird things to go on. That's what it is. You're talking about the dark arts backfiring in the light. Simple enough. That's the easiest way to put it. Shit that you're not supposed to know about, we uncovered. We went ahead and made some discoveries for you. They FAFO'd and picked the right one, and it's just what it is. Thank you, Spirit. I mean, you would expect when these dark practitioners, when they pick up their babies. They do, so we'll call it an idea, but they get this wild hair. They decide to pick this baby up and throw it in the sun, and then you just see their idea like fireworks going everywhere. That's what it is. And there's, thank you, confirmation. There's nothing worse than people thinking that you're stupid. It's what it is. You let them think what they want, and you go with it. You go with that. That way, in the end, it's like, oh man, got us again. And I can't do anything about that. Just to hear that energy of strength in numbers, and then they find out that Pisces are divinely protected. Well, yeah, there's way bigger numbers in the spiritual world than there is in the physical. So simple enough. I'm not stressing any of that. About the time we're able to identify natural disasters happening in confirmation and synchronicity, it's one of two things. Either people are staging these events, or what they put out is going back on them. Thank you for that, Mr. G. I appreciate that. Either what they put out is going back on them. And that's what it is. When you've got these people spent large amounts of wealth to win at all costs. Wasn't that what we said? They wanted to win at all costs, so it cost them everything that was their prize. They played stupid games, and then they won stupid prizes. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Stranger things have happened. Let's get after it, shall we? Do a little left brain, right brain, and connect to the subconscious mind. That's what it is. What it is. Cards in the upright. Yeah, cool. Did you see that sleight of hand? Did you see that whoop-de-doo? And that's pretty much the point now is whoop-de-doo. It's just what it is. I'm telling you, that's going to be the outcome, is you have people who are upset at the healer's protection, so they attack it, only to find out the entire time they were attacking the divine shine within themselves. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. In groups, gaggles, hives, and herds. So now, groups, gaggles, hives, and herds are, oh God, what did we get ourselves into? And it's a good question. Good question. What did you want for another? Because now it's going to be written all over the wall. Whether it be these weird ass car wrecks I'm driving up on, whether chainsaws, accidents, who knows? Who knows what the... So we had to move a vehicle out in my driveway. And, I'm standing out there and I'm talking to the people, and, we're having a conversation randomly. And the guy falls off the roof next door. And it's just like, that did not just happen. We're not just standing here having a conversation about safety, and then this guy takes a dive off of the garage. Interesting. And it's what, where was intuition in that moment? Where was spiritual protection? Simple enough. No one was hurt. It was just kind of shocking. He's standing there talking, and then, hey, what just happened? And I caught it. I'm like, well, he just fell off the back of the garage. They're like, are you serious? I'm like, well, yeah, he's not there anymore. He was there. He's not there anymore. What is the focus? And he came out laughing, so am I. This is what it is. Well, thank God. That could have definitely took a turn for the worst. When you walk off backwards off of a garage and then start making jokes about it, you love your job. Simple enough. The 4 of scoops. What's the scoop? That's what it is. I understand, here is your polarity and contrast of the timelines. You have people starting a new TikTok trend for their cover-up. A new TikTok trend for their oh God, what do we do now moment. They're having the oh shit moment. They're having the oh shit, what do we do now moment. And it's backfiring. Everything keeps backfiring in divine order. You're not going to have them trying to sacrifice star seeds, whatever, trying to harvest their light, trying to use them as a power source. They're calling their energy back, right? And then you're having Charlie Kirk get assassinated by Tyler Robinson, and you've got this huge disaster of Tyler. Okay, great. That's no different than Rob Lowe. That's no different than the whole community vibrating at robbing Master Lowe. Yeah, get ready. That's what it is. He shows up on 10-7. Shout out to Chicago. Because she was like 16 breaks down into a 7, and the 7 represents the quantum field. Yes, that is also how we send distance Reiki to one another through morphic resonance. So you've got a whole community vibrate. The universe works in mysterious ways. We're never going to figure this shit out. Simple enough. But I can't be waiting for confirmation, signs, synchronicities, and omens, and then get them and put them together in a way that's absolutely mind-blowing, and it not be their magic backfiring. Simple. That's what I'm looking for. I can't put together something that I'm fucking looking for if I don't get the pieces that I was looking for to begin with. What are the intentions? Ooh, goodness. Don't. So, been a lot of there's been a lot of that energy of people getting together in groups and pulling their rituals off in dark, secret places while we just kind of been camping out in the sun. Simple enough, right? You're talking about people that do things in the dark for their power. Okay, great. So we're doing the opposite of that with the sun. They're harvesting energy off of people. We're taking it straight from the sun. Simple enough. You can't have Mystic 9 talking about an ascended master getting their downloads directly from the sun and me not tell you I took a class healing the masculine, healing the feminine, and then transcending consciousness with the Buddha and dropping the Chokurei symbol on source. The same source. Anytime you hear a QHHT practitioner say that when they call the higher self into a client that you get this overwhelming feeling of love in the room, it's here now. I connected to that. Anytime you take a client back to source, they all say the same thing. When I transcended consciousness with the Buddha, I saw for myself what they tell me about. Cool. While I was there, I dropped a light activation symbol. I know exactly where I leave my sacred symbols. Simple enough. Did I get sacred divine union? Obviously. Simple enough. The world is upside down over this shit. That's what it is. I can sit here and tell you what I did all day long, but if you don't have any, I can sit here and tell you about a hike through the woods, all the landmarks and shit, but unless you've ever been down that trail, you're not going to understand anything that I'm talking about. Hidden out in the middle of the fucking woods. Simple enough. The world is upside down. We need to be aware of that. Pisces has done it again. Pisces has boldly gone where no man has gone before and made themselves at home when we got there. Simple enough. Ooh, the emperor is upside down over this shit. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about these people that were so worried about finances and robbing people of their destinies and their blessings. They probably were not expecting us to come into union directly with the divine source. Okay, great. Now the divine source is whipping that ass. I can't do anything about that. That's getting an ass whipping from God. Simple enough. And everything happens exactly as it should. So it's just what it is. Ooh, we need to explore the fact that temperance is upside down. So I hear they were trying to take out the temperance angel. Is that true? Is that true? Yeah, your chosen 144 said the moment that the temperance angel calls judgment on their energy, the very air you breathe will start working against you. Interesting. It's interesting to hear. Interesting to hear, right? And we got to think we're just now getting into the harvest season where all of the seeds of truth that we planted are now going to start glowing like orbs. And we already know what the White House in the United States does to glowing orbs flying around. They shoot hellfire missiles at them that bounce right off. Simple enough. Weapons may be formed, but they won't prosper. Welcome to the new Earth. The Four of Scoops. The Four of Scoops. In the upright position for our focus card. Sure, a premium shopping center featuring many trendy shopping facilities sounds great. But is that really where you want to spend your summer? The Four of Scoops ask you to assess your relationship with wealth. Are you overindulging at Kaufman shoes? Or are you restricting yourself from what you want because you fear what will happen if you spend any money? If this resonates with you, you are likely being called to heal these fears and trust that you can take care of yourself. Just hearing premium shopping center featuring many trendy shopping facilities. Go over and check out Mystic 9. When you hear her talking about Dorothy summoning a djinn, that's what it is. It makes me think of the young lady who, was she was a trust fund baby for a real estate mogul in California, right? So, when you have that trust fund kid traveling around paying practitioners to do this, and this because they're pissed off at an earth angel that, that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, you got to keep in mind, when I hear Mystic 9 talking about these individuals have done root work and cursed their entire bloodline, that whole group of girls that look like the Village of the Damned, she adopted like 20 blonde girls. And now we're dealing with some of the dumbest shit I've ever experienced in my life. Simple enough. You got to keep in mind, Pisces, these energies have followed you lifetime after lifetime. They can't figure out what the past life connection is. Pisces. Well, yes, I understand, tarot reader. As a QHHT practitioner doing past life regressions and having a few done myself, if they haven't had a QHHT session, but yet they were fucking in mine, that's going to leave me knowing and them in the dark. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. That's why the readers are saying, Pisces, don't tell them what you're doing. Let them assume. Well, yeah, I know. They never asked. They've been assuming the whole time. Every time you assume, that makes an ass out of you and me. And that's what I'm not like really the whole or the hair or one cheek or the other. It's like the whole ass, the whole backside of the human, both sides and the front. It's just what it is. You can't be the whole ass and not the whole backside of the human, both sides and the front. Simple enough. The Four of Dice in the upright position. Cooperative play can be wonderful, but sometimes what you really need is a break. Go see a movie at Starcourt Mall, hit up the arcade, or read some comic books. Whatever you do, fucking find something safe to do. Whatever you do, the Four of Dice insists that you reclaim time for yourself. Solo adventures Scott Low Adventures. Solo adventures. It can help clear your mind, quiet your body, and leave you refreshed and ready for the next dungeon crawl. So I hear these people are getting prepared for the karmic retribution dungeon crawl. Is that true? Is that true? It's what it is. Confirmation. You know, you got to think. And I mean, come on, let's face it. Not all INFJ are made the same either. But you got some INFJ. Their favorite thing to do is tell you, "I told you so." You can look at the meme. There's the meme of Willy Wonka. I'll kindly revisit this conversation. Oh, you think my predictions are unrealistic? I'll kindly revisit this conversation with you 5 years from now. You do. You have people that, and they'll dwell on it. They will dwell on being right for years. they hate to use the phone, and then the minute that shit comes true, it's on social media, and you're the first person they share it with. I just wanted to share that shit you didn't believe. Looky here. I don't care. I don't care. I've got other shit to not worry about. Like the world being fucking upside down. When the world turns upside down, it suggests that you are so close to the finish line, but just can't quite cross it. But just can't cross it. Have you lost motivation? Encountered setbacks? Are you afraid to complete your work because you fear the product won't be as good as you imagined? You've come too far to give up now, so fortify yourself and finish strong. Here's my question. When you have more than one, but when you have like 5 Pisces tarot readers talking about groups making Pisces fight for what was already theirs, written in the stars, and that it took so long because they wouldn't stop, and Spirit was just letting them rack up karma. What does that tell you? Now, you're going to have people that have come to the realization that they were allowed to spend all their money, waste all their time, waste all their health, do everything, just for God to come in and stop that in the very end. Simple enough. Can't do anything about that. It's called doing everything to win at all costs on a destiny swap. If you're not on your path, you're on someone else's. If you have a golden divine chariot in its lane, and your Yugo gets because you go over in my lane, the divine is going to run you over. So that's the energy in the cards. Is you've got these individuals that wanted to cash in on the spiritual community, and when they realized they couldn't touch on the spiritual aspect, well, then they went to the wealth aspect. But that's not going to work because they started off going against the divine. Only demons rebel against the divine. So now that they've decided to change things up and they're all over the place, they went to the wealth aspect of things. Oh God, what is that person doing? What is that spiritual individual doing to us? Because now our new idea isn't working either. Well, yeah, because you went from going against the divine to stopping finally and starting something new. Now that shit's not working because the divine waited for that before they sent you your karma. The Emperor upside down. Simple enough. Right? And then they're looking for everyone in the world to blame except themselves. The minute I hear that energy in the cards, Pisces, they've done this to other people. They got to you and it came to an end. Okay, cool. So define an end. When you had people who did not want to admit and created a conspiracy to commit. That's what it is. I would expect them to be losing their mind. You don't have that energy for a whole month with multiple readers that don't know each other saying Pisces. You're going to be shocked to find out how many people were involved. No, I'm not. Everybody that didn't ascend and got left behind is how many people were involved. Simple enough. Because if you had a whole group that was influencing people in the dark on the descending path, well, then that means they followed a bunch of people that were in the dark descending on the path. They don't want to admit that. That's why they're trying to win whatever they're making Pisces fight for at all costs. Make it make sense. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. By far, this is the dumbest shit I have ever heard of in my entire life. The Emperor, upside down. You are feeling more trapped than the owl in Eleanor Gillespie's hair, and it's time to find an escape. Are you struggling with an authoritative, toxic person or an overly rigid environment? If so, it's time to either advocate for yourself or get the heck out of Dodge. But whatever you do, remember that nothing is worth sacrificing your personal power. Confirmation. What did she say last night? Pisces. They were throwing negative boulders at you, and you built your ascension path with it. Well, yeah, if I'm wanting to ascend up, every time they threw a boulder and put it, step up on another ball. Here's another one. Cool. We'll just like, that's what it is. I'm king of the mountain. They tried to sacrifice a temperance angel. Is that true? Is that true? I mean, you used to think a month ago that was the energy in the cards. Pisces, they think you're immortal. So do bilingual Catholic girls in hotel rooms. It's true. Oh my God, this motherfucker is not real. That's what it is. I think she's absolutely crazy. I don't know what she's talking about. I didn't see nothing. I was just laying there. I didn't see anything. I don't know what these people are talking about. I didn't witness it, and she couldn't figure out which language to explain it in. So that shit must have been pretty good. Yeah, it has been pretty good. Pisces has to move in silence because people can't figure out a fucking starseed awakening. Simple enough. Okay, we can do that. Come here, Mr. Temperance Angel. And I'll repeat it one more time. When that life path 8 Temperance Earth Angel pops into your reality, it is a lesson or a blessing in threes with karma or dharma tenfold. Plain say, I don't have to do anything. I just pop into your reality. One or the other, and either or is going to happen. By universal law. See this fucking energy? It's just what it is. When I call judgment on that energy, oh, I don't like that. The very air you breathe will work against you. Pisces, call your energy back so that they can get their karma. Okay, cool. What does that mean? When a reader says that, what does that mean? How are y'all calling your energy back? Which technique do you use? Where do you send that energy when you call it back? Shit can't be destroyed, only transferred. Temperance is upside down. We got to remember that for the exploration card. You may have recently taken on a project or started a new relationship and find yourself devoting a disproportionate amount of time to nurturing it, leaving other areas of your life neglected. When temperance is upside down, it's encouraging you to restore balance in your life, including self-care. So I hear they tried to sacrifice a temperance angel, and now their self-care is all fucked up. Is that true? Is that true? I You got multiple readers talking about they're bracing for the impact of God's wrath for going after a chosen earth angel. Is that true? I don't believe in any of that shit. Simple enough. I don't believe in any of that. Simple enough. I believe in temperance earth angels, but I don't believe in anybody that fucking dumb to go after one. Simple enough. Do, 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 do. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day. Simple enough. What is the new level, New Devils? You got multiple readers talking about groups, gaggles, hives, and herds now sitting back waiting for 3D justice and divine justice are two completely different fucking realms of reality. Simple enough, right? When you got readers talking about their voodoo and shit, all of the natural disasters that came from that were warnings. That's what it is. And then I hear a reader talking about September, October, and November are going to be the harvest seasons for our Dharma as healers. What does that immediately tell you? We've been amping up our healing abilities, amping up our spiritual protection, and opportunities are coming. Opportunities for healers are going to start flowing right in. What does that tell you? In groups, gaggles, hives, and herds. Simple enough. They still want Pisces to walk away? Is that what they want? Simple enough. Namaste.